everybody, and welcome back again to Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Potentially the final episode of this game, depending on how difficult LaCroix is going to make it for us today. But I think I'm well prepared for whatever he has prepared for me. So yeah, let's just move on. Although, now that I think about it, do I want to invest my 4 XP or do I want to wait in case I get more? Because I don't think I can use these 4 XP for anything useful at the moment. Like any skill that might still be useful in whatever remains of this game. Yeah, I need 8 for like more stamina, for example. And at the moment I can only afford like level 1 or 2, but I can't imagine that I will still need intimidation or subterfuge in this game. So maybe I should wait and see if I get additional XP. Or maybe I will finally take pity on Ori and give her an additional point in appearance. Probably completely pointless at this point in the game, but whatever. At least no one will ever call you ugly again. Hopefully. But yeah, let's continue. We need to go higher. Okay, this is looking promising. It's looking a lot more like LaCroix's place, so hopefully we're getting somewhere here. Uh-oh. It's a sheriff. What happened to your coat? Why are you half naked? Oh, do I have to get through you if I want to get to LaCroix? Yes, probably. Yeah, of course I do. Well, let's see. The sheriff. Okay, where are you? Okay, over here. You have a very big sword. How do you like some pestilence? Oh, you don't like it at all. And just like with Ming Zhao, it's kinda paralyzing him, so he can't move. So that's pretty good. Let's try this again. This is working really, really well. Come on, you're dead? No, of course not. That was not his final form. I thought it was a little bit too easy. So now he turned into a Chiropteran behemoth, apparently. Okay. And he brought some friends, apparently. Okay, let me take care of them first. There's like a security guy, but he's actually firing at the behemoth and not at me. Which, honestly, makes sense. If I was in his situation, I would do the same. What the hell is going on here? Oh, you made me all slow and sluggish. I don't like that. I hope this is not going to last much longer. This is really annoying. Okay, I think we're done. What are you doing? I think he's like throwing stuff at me. Oh, this is going to be a long and annoying battle. I can see it. I can see it coming. Okay, I need to see what is actually working on this guy. Maybe I'm going to try pestilence again. Yeah, this guy is clearly like throwing, I think, cars at me, judging from the debris. Alright, I think that didn't do anything. Also, I definitely need to replenish my blood. I'm hoping that this is like the final battle, so I can just use my blood whenever I need it. Oh, well, that's got the security guy, but not the behemoth. But maybe I shouldn't be killing the security guy, because he was clearly firing at the enemy and not at me. apparently he thought that the giant bat is a bit scarier than the girl with the katana. Alright, I hope that's all of your minions now and I can finally focus on him. Oh, there's another security guy. Yeah, I think the enemies just keep spawning again and again, huh? Of course they do. Well. So... Oh, yep, he's definitely throwing cars at me. I guess this is my confirmation. Well, I mean, the security guy is actually doing decent damage on him, unlike me. So maybe I should take the hint and switch to a proper gun myself. Well, I guess the pestilence is doing a little bit of damage. But yeah, maybe I actually want to use a gun like the security guys. Well, I definitely want something that has a long range, which most of them seem to have. I wonder what the security guys are using. Definitely something with like a higher firing rate. Let's try this one. Okay. Now let's see. No, stop doing that. Maybe I should just hide in a corner and let the security guys take care of this. They are clearly the better shots. Oh, I will need my sword for these guys though. Alright. Hang on a second. I need to find like a decent strategy against this guy. Also, can I put my ranged weapon on my hotkey? Which one did I just use? I think it's this one, right? Okay, now. Well, it does damage, so I guess I'm actually going to use a gun here. Since my range skills don't seem to be doing that well against this oversized bed. Oh, and now I have to use my sword against like the small guys here. Alright. Oh, there's another one. Also, always make sure my health is decently high. And he's throwing cars at me again. Oh boy. Oh, well, I gotta switch to my sword for a second. I think sometimes I'm not hitting anything at all. And now is this again. I don't know. Does my beetle do anything? Maybe I haven't tried this one yet. Let's give the beetle a try as well, I suppose. But I mean, for the beetle, he gotta be a little bit closer as well. I mean, sometimes these security guards are firing at me whenever the behemoth is not in range. Okay, but I mean, he is pretty damaged already. Well, the beetles are trying their best to get to him, but it's not really working that well, I think. But I mean, if I'm just patient and do small amounts of damage every now and then, I think we will eventually wear him down. I have enough blood that I can, you know, heal up several times, so I think we will win this. And I probably should thank the security guys for this, because they've been doing quite a bit of work. Also, there is like something I can interact with, but I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Also, it doesn't really matter, we are done. Okay, there we go. Well, that was one annoying battle. But at least it's finished. And here we are. Only LaCroix is left, apparently. And no more minions that you can throw at me. Sarcophagus is still untouched. Okay, let's talk.
You betrayed me. I gave you guidance, responsibility, opportunity, power. And now, you enter my building, cripple my organization, kill my most loyal associates. You, Judas, you devil. You think you've beaten me? Huh. I've still got my sarcophagus.
Well, funny, I thought you kinda betrayed me. But yeah, you have the sarcophagus, but I have the key. But you need this to open it, and I have the key, motherfucker. You tried to have me killed, LaCroix. I think so, at least, right? So, yeah, I have the key.
You've done all the work for me once again. So much to learn. I thought I had lost it all, but no. Here you've sailed on a Gehenna wind, bearing my salvation. The key to my future.
What are you so happy about? You want it so bad, why don't you come over and take it? Shut your goddamn mouth, you long-winded Eurotrash prick, it's go time. Yeah, I guess he's so happy because he thinks he finally gets to see what's inside the sarcophagus.
Give me the key.
Well, that was a somewhat evil giggle. I won't never fuck you. Yeah, not going to happen.
I said, give me the key.
Don't waste your time trying to dominate me. Sit down, LaCroix. Get this. Your beast challenges me from your throat. I accept its challenge? Don't waste your time trying to dominate me. Oh, is this what he's trying to do here? Oh! Well, that Chekhov's letter opener finally served some purpose.
It can't end like this. Don't you see the Kuei-Jin will kill us all? I can't lose. I will open the sarcophagus. I'll build an empire. It won't end here.
Take the key. I hope you get what's coming to you. Goodbye, LaCroix. Think I'll go take my key and see what's inside my sarcophagus. It's mine. All of it's mine. I win. Los Angeles will bend to my will. Well, I mean, I think we have already decided not to open the sarcophagus. There's too many people telling me not to. Including one that I consider to be somewhat trustworthy. So, yeah, I'm not going to open the sarcophagus, which means my only option is to give him the key. All right, let's do it. Well, that little cut weakened him more than I expected.
You fool! You had it in your grasp! You had Los Angeles in your hands, and you threw it all away! That's why you're not a leader, why you'll never be anything but an errand boy. I'll build
Errand girl.
a new world order. Tell your anarchs, their days are numbered.
What do you mean? I'm not with the Anarchs. Okay, well, now we will see if something
Now,
dangerous and ancient is inside
sacrifice.
here.
Who are you?
What the hell? I mean, it's dangerous, but a lot less ancient than I expected. I am confused. So Jack already opened this sarcophagus?
Kid, I knew your reputation, but hell, I don't think any of us could have done it.
Well, look at that. Nine's still alive.
Kid, where you going? Hey, hear me out. We could use someone like you.
Yeah, I think I've been used enough. Thank you very much. That's actually kind of an awesome ending right here. Her just walking away and giving the finger to everyone.
Now ain't that a beautiful thing? Hey, Masquerade, buddy, I'm talking to you. You don't really talk.
What the hell?
Hey,
Okay,
just like you said. They never even knew what hit them.
It kind of looks like a mummy, a dead one.
It's the blood of Cain which makes our fate. Farewell, vampire.
And what the hell are you doing here? I am so confused. Okay, so Jack apparently got to the sarcophagus first and stole what seems to be a pretty dead mummy. I mean, that wasn't like an ancient vampire that was just looking a little bit wrinkled, right? That was an actual dead person, probably a human person, a normal human Assyrian king that died thousands of years ago. And then he put the explosives inside the sarcophagus. Okay, interesting. That is not the ending that I expected. Also, there was a lot less content in this game left than I thought, so this is not really a full episode at the moment. So maybe I will spend like the rest of the, credits talking a little bit about, well, I don't really want to get into like my typical verdict of the game, because I will of course do like a proper verdict video where I talk about my thoughts of this game. So maybe instead of getting into the verdict part, maybe we can talk a little bit about some of the questions that I have, because this ending left me with quite a few of them. So I will maybe try to speculate a little bit about what just happened here, and a few other questions that I have. So the first obvious question is how and why? I mean, I guess the question how is actually not that difficult to answer, because we know that the key to the sarcophagus has been stolen while it was still on board the Elizabeth Dane. So, unless Jack found some other way inside the sarcophagus, he must have stolen the mummy before that. As a matter of fact, he probably was the one who stole the key, right? So he went on board of the ship, apparently feeling nostalgia for his old pirate days, and then he killed everyone aboard, I suppose. Opened the sarcophagus, stole the mummy, put the explosives inside, closed the sarcophagus again, and then he staged the scene to make it look like something from inside the sarcophagus killed all the sailors. And then he left with the mummy and the key, right? I mean, that's like the most likely option here. Of course, then the key somehow ended up with a Quajan. So I guess Jack must have arranged for that, and I guess that's kind of his reason for doing it. He probably wanted to have all these powerful leaders like the Camarilla, LaCroix in particular, and the Quajan just fight each other over the sarcophagus. And I guess it didn't end so badly for the Anarchs, right? I mean, LaCroix is dead, Ming Zhao is dead. That should significantly weaken the Camarilla and the Quajan, so maybe the Anarchs can take back Los Angeles now. On the other hand, it seems like quite the gamble, if you think about it, because, I mean, Nines almost died. I don't know, maybe Jack doesn't care about that. Or maybe he just thought it will go fine. I don't have to worry about this. But yeah, I guess that probably was his idea behind all of that. But yeah, speaking of the werewolf that almost killed Nines, that would be another question. Who was actually the one responsible for that? Who set the fire to Griffith Park and, I don't know, attracted the werewolves, I guess? I mean, Jack told us it was LaCroix because he wanted to kill Nines. But, seeing this ending, I feel we should probably take everything that Jack told us with a grain of salt now. And the more that I think about it, the less convinced I am that it was LaCroix, because it doesn't really make a lot of sense if you think about it. I mean, clearly LaCroix's main objective was getting the sarcophagus. We've seen it in the end. He was obsessed with getting the sarcophagus and opening the sarcophagus. So he may have wanted to kill Nines at some point during the game, but I think the moment that I told him that Ming Zhao has the key, everything else would have been secondary. And he could have used Nines and the Anarchs to, destroy the Quajan and get the key in the process. So why mess us up by killing Nines before it? Doesn't really make sense, right? And yeah, I guess he could have tried to kill Ori. Jack said it was because Ori found out about the Alliance, which may or may not have existed. We don't really know that either. But even if it existed, who cares? I mean, LaCroix is just going to deny it. What is Ori going to do about it? Yeah, the more I think about it, it doesn't really seem like a reason for him to kill Ori. And he needed Nines to destroy the Quajan to get the key. So, yeah, I'm currently inclined to believe that it wasn't him who had Griffith Park set on fire and wanted to kill Nines. So what other suspects do we have? Well, obviously, it could have been Ming Zhao. I don't really have any obvious evidence against her, but maybe a few hints. She was following me around, apparently, when she, talked to me after the Hallowbrook Hotel. And even when she put on, like, her polite facade, she couldn't really hide the contempt that she had for Kindred. Anarchs in particular, apparently, so I guess she had a motive to kill Nines, right? And then maybe even try to blame it on LaCroix to start, like, a war, just like LaCroix said, for what it's worth. But more importantly, I think it's kind of like her MO. I think that she tried to kill me several times, and usually she used like a different non-vampire agent to do it, like the Fu Syndicate, the Hengi Yokai. So it would kind of fit her method to have the werewolf kill Nines. So yeah, I don't know, I think it could have been her. I can't really prove it, but she actually seems more likely than LaCroix at this point. Of course, I guess there's another suspect, and that's obviously Jack. And the smoking gun is the fact that, he happened to be there. He was there when we came down from the mountain, and he may have been the one who set the fire. Then again, to be fair, there are other ways how you could explain his presence at Griffith Park. Like, maybe he saw the fire from afar and he knew that Nines was at the park because he told them before he left. And even if he didn't, Jack could have followed me. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, he didn't even need to follow me because, as we've seen, in the end, he and the taxi driver are apparently in cahoots, so the taxi driver could just tell him where I went. As a matter of fact, the taxi driver could have been the one who set the fire for all we know, because clearly they've been planning this together in some fashion. So what would his motive be for doing this? Well, maybe making sure that I get so angry at LaCroix that I want to kill him, because that's essentially what happened, and he told me it was LaCroix who did it. Now, to be fair, he also told me to leave the city, so he didn't tell me, oh, LaCroix did this to you, you should go and kill him. But he told me to go to the taxi driver, and then the taxi driver kind of pushed me in that direction and told me, yeah, you can leave, but before you do that, you should really go and kill Ming Zhao and LaCroix. And that's what I did. So, I don't know, this could have been some kind of elaborate two-step manipulation. So, Jack kind of set up the, I don't know, the premise by saying, LaCroix tried to have you killed, and then the taxi driver put like the thought in my mind that I should go and kill him. Because if Jack had been doing both of it, it may have been a little bit too obvious, you know. It would have seemed very self-serving if he told me, yeah, LaCroix betrayed you, so now you should go and kill him. So, yeah, I guess it could have been Jack. Again, I feel it's very risky for him to do so because, like I said, the werewolf almost killed Nines. I thought he may have been dead until I saw him at the end. But I don't know, maybe Jack just doesn't care about that. Or if he does, he would think, well, it's an acceptable collateral damage for getting rid of, like, LaCroix and Ming Zhao. So if Nines dies, well, too bad, but it's going to be worth it. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel it might have been a combination of 2 and 3, so maybe it was Ming Zhao who tried to kill Nines, and then Jack decided to use this to push me into the direction of, you know, killing LaCroix, because I feel that this was his goal to begin with, right? So, yeah. Also, I'm still not entirely sure if that alliance between the Kuei-jin and LaCroix ever existed at all, because, I mean, Ming Zhao says it did, LaCroix said it didn't. Neither of them is very trustworthy, so it could have been just an invention by Ming Zhao to stir some trouble. I have no idea, so I don't think the game ever really answered that question. So yeah, I don't know. What is your opinion? Do you think it was LaCroix who tried to kill Nines and Ori at the park, or Ming Zhao, or was it Jack all along? And you know, speaking of unanswered questions, I guess there's another one that's worth thinking about, and that's the mysterious friend who kept writing you those emails. Because again, I don't think the game ever really explained that or gave you any obvious clues in that regard. I mean, if we assume that it is someone who is actually part of the game, and if it isn't, there's really no point to speculate about it, because we will never find out who wrote these letters. But if it was someone who's part of the game, there isn't really a whole lot of options, right? First of all, the person clearly knew what was going on the entire time. So I would like to say that it's not a human or a ghoul, it's gotta be a vampire of some sort. Presumably this person was trying to help me, so it was not a person who was hostile towards me. And, you know, a vampire and a vampire who was actually trying to be helpful, there's not a whole lot of candidates in that group, right? I mean, the final message, don't open it, kinda echoes what Rosa told us at the beach at the beginning. But I think we can pretty safely say that it wasn't her, because it didn't really seem like her style. I mean, her predictions were very incoherent, and the mails were like very calculated chess metaphors, so it didn't really sound like her. Another option obviously would be Beckett, as I said before, but again, I don't think it was him because, again, it doesn't seem to be his style. He does like to be a little bit mysterious, I suppose, but when he wanted to tell me something, he just, found me somewhere in the city and told me face to face, and why should he write another email basically saying the same thing, just even more cryptic than before. So no, when he wanted to tell me something, he just told me, and he didn't waste his time with cryptic emails. So I guess another option would be Jack, because I don't know, his role is very unclear. I'm willing to guess that, while he definitely put Ori in a lot of danger, he may not have specifically aimed at killing her. So maybe he was writing the emails to give her some advice at least. But again, it doesn't really seem to be his style, writing emails with chess metaphors and so on. And again, we have been talking a lot during this game, so whenever he wanted to give me any kind of advice, he could just talk to me. So, yeah, I don't think it was him either. Of course, the ending of the game kind of gave us a new potential candidate for our mysterious friend, and that would be the taxi driver, who, I don't know what to make of him. He's clearly supernatural in some form. There was this weird black aura around him in that final shot. So he can't be a human, he's probably a vampire. For a moment I actually thought that maybe he was the antediluvian inside the sarcophagus. But I mean, there clearly was a mummy inside, right? So an actual human mummy and not a vampire, because vampires who die will just turn to ashes, so that used to be a human. So it wasn't an antediluvian inside. But clearly the taxi driver is like a vampire of some sort. And I don't know, he's definitely like mysterious enough that he might do something like this, write cryptic emails, and I don't know, we don't know enough about him to make a proper judgment, but at the moment he seems like at least not an unlikely candidate. So the best one I have, to be honest, because who else could it have been? I guess there's Maximilian Strauss, but honestly, I don't think he really liked me enough to do stuff like that. So I don't see a reason why he should be helping me. And yeah, I don't know, any of the other vampires, like, I don't know, Gary or Isaac, again, I don't see why they should be doing it, especially since I got these emails before I ever met any of them. So I don't think it was one of them. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it was a taxi driver and for some reason he was trying to help me. But again, you can share your thoughts about your opinion on who the mysterious friend was. But yeah, I guess that's all that currently comes to my mind. I mean, some of these questions might be answered somewhere within the game, and if you pay attention to some pieces of dialogue or maybe rewatch or replay the game, you will figure it out. But at the moment, the ending definitely left me with some questions. But I will talk about this a bit more in my final verdict video, and I will share my thoughts on the ending in particular, because that is clearly not what I was expecting. I mean, it was something dangerous inside, so Beckett was right, but he made it sound like it was something supernatural, since, his instincts told him that, it was dangerous. But apparently his gangrel instincts just picked up the explosives in the sarcophagus and not like some antediluvian. I mean, to be fair, he did say, I'm not sure if it's like an antediluvian. It could be something different. So he didn't say it was supernatural, but it sounded so ominous, right? So obviously you thought, well, it's gotta be something like this. But yeah, I will talk about this in greater detail in my verdict video. So I guess I'm actually going to end the episode here, even though it's, a bit shorter than usual, but I thought that maybe there was like more playtime left in this game. Otherwise, I probably would have just, extended the previous episode a bit longer, and then that would have been the final episode. But yeah, as always, my verdict video will go up, I think on Tuesday. I think this episode uploads on Friday, so the verdict video should be up on Tuesday. So I hope you're looking forward to that. If you haven't seen my announcement yet, the next game I'm going to play is going to be Disco Elysium. I will give you like a proper schedule with proper dates later. I will take like at least one day off in between Let's Plays, so it's going to be a few more days until I start that game. But, if you want to hear my thoughts on the game, you should check back on Tuesday for my verdict video. For now, let's just going to end this Let's Play. I hope you had fun. I did have fun. I will have, some issues that I will talk about in regards to, this game. But for the most part, I can say I really enjoyed this one. And I can see why, even after like 22 years, it's still so beloved. But yeah, let's end it here. As always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time in the verdict video.